Hi, good morning. It's time for yoga. It's Maria. I have not seen you all in a while, so good to see you. I'm just going to get our other technology going so we can get everyone looped in and also move you just a little bit. There we go. Hello. Good morning. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Instagram Live. I'm realizing that these are the first words I've even spoken today. So I'm glad to hear that my voice is working. So good to see everybody. I'm Maria for anyone who hasn't met me before. And hello to all my friends who I haven't seen in real life in a while. Hello, Joanna. Good morning. Do yoga. Do yoga. So today we are going to be doing a lot of random things, a lot of balancing, a lot of twisting, a lot of crow, just really getting into the body. I'm hoping to have really an energetic, really flowy practice where you can just really move and breathe and play around and just not really take it too seriously, get out of our heads a little bit and just do a little of a lot. How about that? Good morning. I see some people on here. Hi, hello. Hey, Hannah, good morning. All right, well, I will go ahead and get started. And for those of you at home, which is everyone, just go ahead and take your time getting settled. Or maybe you're just cruising around on the web. If so, hi, I'm glad that you stopped by. If you're joining to practice, find your way to your mat. And just take a seat. So any comfortable position. And really create a space for yourself to arrive into your practice. So that is part of setting up for your home practice, is setting aside the time, the energetic space, a little bit of a ritual to acknowledge that you're moving from your regular home environment into your yoga practice. And sometimes that just takes a little bit more effort than it would if you were walking into a yoga studio. In some ways, it makes it a little bit easier because you're right there, but it also can make it harder because you can just pop right out. So if you are, doing yoga this morning, see if you can find a way to make it a little sacred, make it a little special, that you are setting aside time and that this is a different space for you to be in. You are moving into a different part of your day to begin your practice, to devote some time to yourself. So even if that means a lot of activity around you, it's okay. See if you can just shift the mind. So find your little spot wherever you are, get comfortable. So as always, we aren't going to move just yet. There will be plenty of movement in the practice shortly, but for now, we are settling, we are arriving. So in your comfortable seat, really sit tall and allow yourself to just quiet internally. Even if there's lots of noise around you, see if you can just capture a little bit of silence in the mind. And for me, that always comes a little easier when I deepen the breath. So if that's helpful for you, begin to invite in those deep inhales and full exhales. Let it out. So in your own time, in your own space, begin that practice of deepening the breath. So full breath in, really allow the breath to travel down the lungs all the way to the pit of the belly. And exhale, reverse that breath, bring it all the way back out, let it out. Just 3 more rounds of that. So 3 more rounds of deep, full breaths. That's all, really simple. Breathe in. Steady the breath. Exhale, let it out. 2 more in this shape. Longer inhale through the nose. Let it fill the body. Maybe the legs, the shoulders, just relax a little bit more. Exhale, bring the breath back out of body. Full exhale. Last one, maybe this is your longest inhale yet. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it out. Nice, fresh breath. You can begin to blink open the eyes. You can stay right here taking full breaths, knowing that that is the practice. I know we call this a power yoga class, but really it's simply just a breath practice, a practice of presence. So when you open your eyes, whenever you're ready, begin to lift the shoulders up. Just get some movement into the torso. So you can roll the shoulders around. You can take maybe some easy twisting. Just some simple movements. Whatever those might be, I like to bring out the wrists by pressing the arms forward. So just awakening. Here we are in our morning practice. So just seeing and exploring how the body's feeling this morning after a night of rest. Hopefully you got some rest. In your own time, make your way to your hands and knees. Move right into cows and cats. So I always start practice with cows and cats. Shoulders stack right under the wrists, hips are over the knees. And bring the breath with you. So inhale, draw the belly down, bring the chest through. Exhale, curve the spine, chin comes to the chest. So super simple movements, these cows and cats. See if you can bring presence to it. So I know that physically for most of you, this might not be that challenging. It's an awakening moment to just observe. So inhale the belly, exhale, carve the spine. And there probably will be a day where this might not feel so good, might be harder. So just observe. Breathe in, breathe out. Come back to a flat spine, so neutral spine, and let's just stretch the wrists for a moment. So you're on your palms, just to lift the wrists up, so onto the fingertips. Bring them back down. Take two more, inhale, lift the wrists up, wrists move forward, bring it back down. One more inhale, lift the wrists up, so you're on your fingers, bring it back down. And rotate hands either to the side, if you have more mobility, let the fingertips face towards your thighs, and just stretch here. So just be right here, feeling through the backs of the arms, the front of the wrists. If it feels good, you can rock forward, you can rock backward. And when you've had enough of that, move the fingertips so they face forward, and step back to plank pose. So remember, anytime we're in plank, you can always take the knees down. If you're feeling really ready for that full plank, to really awaken through the legs, through the core, through the arms, then head right there. So shoulders come right over the wrists. Think of the thighs reaching towards the ceiling without lifting the butt up. So you're tucking the pelvis under while the thighs are strong, and we're just holding. So grip into the floor, press the floor away, breathe in, breathe out. One more, inhale. Exhale, take the knees down, draw the chest through between the arms, elbows point straight back. And inhale, draw the chest through for a little cobra. Shoulders press back, take the fingertips out to the side, elbows point up. Press into the fingertips, lift the chest up. Draw the chest back down, bring the palms back to your side, wrap the elbows in, tuck toes under, one full breath, inhale, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. So come into your down dog, pedal out the feet, press into the palms. And notice the parts of the body that are pressing into the mat. So your hands, probably parts of your feet, maybe your heels. My heels never touch. Whichever parts of the body are pressing, really root down. And see if you can make space through the side body. You can have a gentle bend through the knees. Think of the chest pointing back. Breathe in. Breathe out. As you're ready, we're coming back to plank pose. See if you can move that spine like a wave. So inhale, come forward. My chin comes into my chest. And then I look forward. Plank pose, hold. And we'll take a vinyasa here. So if you want that chaturanga, you can just lower halfway. So if your plank moves, you can use your knees or just one straight line. On the exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, draw the chest through, the knees are off the mat, upward facing dog. Exhale, back downward facing. Let's take that 2 more times so it can land in the body. Breathe in, come forward, plank pose. Breathe out, chaturanga. You can always skip these chaturangas, hold plank if you want. Inhale, chest through. Exhale, downward facing. 1 more time, take the breath with you. Breathe in, come forward, plank. Breathe out, chaturanga, nice and steady. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. 1 breath in, full breath out. Next, inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees deeply, just press back. Yes. Exhale, come to the front of the mat, step. Maybe you like to float, your choice. Once you're there, forward fold, let the head go. Sway side to side, bend your knees as much as you need to so that your back can relax. So maybe that's a really deep bend. Let the head drop down like a coconut, just sway side to side. Come back to center, inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. So moving into our Sundays. Breathe in, come to standing, press the arms out and around. Exhale, cactus the arms, open the heart, let the chest come forward. Inhale, palms reach high. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Let your eyes close for a moment. Just ground here. Set an intention for your practice or just simply enjoy a moment of silence. Next, inhale, take the arms out and around. Let the palms connect. Exhale, come back down, forward fold. Breathe in, lift up halfway. Breathe out, your flow back to downward facing, so you can take that traditional plank to chaturanga, you can take a handstand, you can simply lift the hips back downward facing. If you're taking that traditional, exhale brings you down, inhale lifts you up, exhale to down dog. 2 more rounds of sun. Breathe in, lift the heels, bend the knees, exhale, step, maybe you float, up to you. Breathe in, lift up halfway. Breathe out, forward fold. Move with your own breath. Your inhale takes you to standing. Let the palms reach high. Exhale, open the heart, cactus the arms. Inhale, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Breathe in, bring the arms out and around. Breathe out, come back down. Forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step. Maybe you like to jump straight back, your choice. Inhale, bring the chest through. Exhale, hips to the sky. 1 more round. Deep breath in, lift the heels. Exhale, step or float to front of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway, long spine. Exhale, fold back down, surrender. Inhale, press through the feet, bring the arms out and around, let the palms touch. Exhale, cactus the arms, open the heart. Inhale, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, take the arms out and around. Full exhale brings you all the way back down. Let it all go. Deep breath in, lift up halfway. Breath out, plant the palms, step or float back. Maybe you add something like an extra chaturanga or a handstand. Maybe you skip all of this. We're just heading back to down dog over and over again. Breathe in, breathe out. 1 more round of breath, rearriving into your downward facing dog. Deep breath in, press into the floor, settle the mind, breath out. Next, inhale, your right leg goes long. So right leg reaches towards the sky. Bring your right knee in towards your nose, squeeze the knee into your chest, and really press the floor away with your palms. So round through the back. It's as if your head and knee could meet. And keep the arms back as they are. Draw the knee down. Lift it back up. 2 more times, knee draws down. Lift back up. Knee draws down, lift it back up. Squeeze the knee into the chest. Now bring it all the way down, let it rest. Pivot so that you're coming on to the full edge of your left foot. Reach the right arm forward. So gate pose here, breathe in. Breathe out. Come back, left palm comes down, press the floor away, squeeze that right knee into the chest and extend it back. One-legged plank. Lower through your chaturanga. Inhale, bring the chest through. Exhale, hips to the side. Downward facing dog. Other side. Left leg goes long. Left knee squeezes into the chest. Lower it down. Lift it up. Arms are straight. 2 more, lower down and lift. Last one, left knee lower, lifts. Now bring it all the way down. It gets to rest. Pivot. Right arm reaches forward. Stretch. Breathe in. Breathe out. Right palm comes down. Squeeze the left knee. Bring it back in. Extend it straight back. Strong plank. Chaturanga. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Release. Down dog. Same thing again. Right leg goes long. Right knee squeezes. Lower. And lift. Lower. Lift up. Last one, lower. Biggest lift. See if you can really press it down. Then bring it down to the mat. Pivot onto the right leg. Reach the left arm forward. Stretch through the side body. Left palm comes down. Squeeze the right knee into the chest. Extend it straight back. Hips are level. Lower down. Bring the chest through. Exhale, hips high. Other side. Breathe in. Steady the breath. Left knee to nose. Lower the knee and lift. Lower and lift. Last one. Lower, really lift and bring it down. Yep. All the way to the mat. That always feels good. Right arm reaches forward. Stretch from your right hip to your right fingertips. Then bring the right palm down. Here we go again. Press the floor away. Squeeze the knee in. Extend it back. On your exhale, lower. Inhale. Take in a breath. Exhale. Let it out. Let it go. Come back in. Come back to this shape. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. One more exhale. Next, inhale. Lift the heels. Bend the knees. Come to the front of the mat. So step or float, your choice. Chair pose. So first chair for me of the day. Probably for you too. So lower the seat down. I like to tap the floor with the hands. Reach the arms up. So tall through the chest, draw the pelvis down just slightly, and really let the thighs light up. So you want the legs to feel a little bit of work here. So see if you can sink your tail down a little bit, reach towards the sky, and now reach forward. So hinge through the chest, draw the hips back, keep reaching, 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 and come all the way down to your seat. Lift the toes to the sky, boat pose. So lift tall. See if you can really get on the edges of your sit bones. If you've been here a lot in your life, see if you can find something different. So reach, reach, reach with the feet. Length through the spine, strong through the belly, breathe in. Exhale, we're coming to low boat. So coming to that low part of our back. You can use your hands. I often will take my thighs for just a little more stability. Or for a little bit more work, arms can be loose or behind you. One big inhale to lift up. Exhale brings you down. Nice and steady. Press that low back down. Maybe your feet just hover. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift back up. High boat. Again, come back down. Low boat. Press the feet forward. Shoulders are off the mat. And lift. Let's take 2 more. Lower with intention, with strength. And lift. Last one, lower. Lift. From here, we're going to move to crow pose. You can always take a forward fold instead. You can either plant the feet or take a rock. I'll take a rock. So you rock back, plant the feet, press the palms down, lift the hips up high, knees into your triceps. So I know early crow, just see what happens. Lift the toes up. You can always, if crow's not feeling good, wrists are tired, just take a forward fold. If you're into it, lean forward. Toes don't have to lift up, but maybe they do. If they've lifted, look forward and shoot the feet straight back. Don't think about it, just shoot. Inhale the chest through, exhale hips high. Downward facing, come back in. Breathe in, breathe out. So we're going to take that exact same sequence, super simple, chair, high boat, low boat, crow, or forward fold, whatever you'd like, a couple more times. Not sure, maybe 3 or 4. So I'll do it with you, of course, but use your own breath. So you don't have to be right with me on this. We're just trying to get some movement into the body. Bring the breath with you. Maybe you're moving faster, maybe you're moving slower. So as you're ready, settle back in, compare. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale, step or float. Maybe you like to handstand. If you do, go for it. Make your way to chair pose. Inhale. Find your lowest chair right away. Lean forward, reaching chair. Seat to the mat. Boat pose. Deep breath in. Exhale, low boat. Nice and strong. Inhale, lift up. 4 of these. Lower, low boat. Breathe in, lift. And lower. How many do we have left? 2, I think. Reach high. And lower. Last one, lift. Lower. Lift up to transition. Find your way to crow. Maybe you rock. Maybe you plant the feet. Maybe you take a forward fold instead. Crow pose. Lean forward. Lift the toes. 1 breath in. Come back to plank. Shoot or step. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing. Let's do 3 more rounds right away. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, step or float. Front of the mat, chair pose. Sink down, seat to the mat. Breathe in, boat pose. Deep breath in. Exhale, low boat. 3 more of these. Inhale, lift and lower. Lift and lower. Last one, lift. Lower, lift to transition. Crow pose. So either rock or plant the feet. Lift the feet up. Find your way there. Make your way to chaturanga. Step or shoot straight back. Inhale the chest through. Exhale, hips high. Right away, inhale, lift the heels. Bend the knees, come forward. So don't wait. Make your way right to chair pose. Deep breath in. Reach forward, sink the seat. Lift the feet, boat pose. Lower, 3 more. Lower the lift up. 2 more. Lower and lift. Last one. Lower, lift, crow pose. Either rock or plant the feet if you're rocking. Plant the feet, lift the hands. Ooh, what's the feet mean? You know what I mean. Lift the feet up and shoot the feet back. Draw the chest through. Downward facing. Don't wait, just lift the feet. Bend the knees on your inhale. Come forward. Forward fold for a moment. Chair pose. Breathe in. Breathe out, reach forward. Bring the seat down, lift the feet up. Lower, low boat. Inhale, lift, and lower. Breathe in, lift, and lower. Last one, lift, lower. Lift up, crow pose, rock back. Plant the feet, bring the palms down. Know you can always take a forward fold. Reach the feet high, shoot them back. Inhale the chest through. Exhale, downward facing. Last round. Reach the heels high, bend the knees, lift up, come forward. Chair pose. Come into it right away. Find your lowest version. Reach forward. Bring the seat down. Inhale, lift the feet up. All the way down, low boat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one, lift. Lower, lift up. Find your crow or forward fold. If you're finding crow, you can rock back, or you can skip that rock and plant the feet. Reach the chest, lift the feet if you're able to. Press the floor away and shoot. Chaturanga. Inhale the chest through. Exhale, downward facing dog. Settle back in. Take a few moments and just let the energy of that little sequence kind of land in the body. Breathe in, breathe out. I'm really sweaty. Maybe you are too. You can choose to take a child's pose. Maybe you're really feeling an inversion right now. So anything you need to reset for a moment, just come back into the practice. Take those deep breaths, settle the mind, and just let it go. One more round of breath. Breathe in, breathe out. As you're ready, meet back in downward facing dog if you're not already there. I'll head there now too. And lift your right leg towards the sky. Draw your right knee in towards your nose, squeeze, press the floor away, and bring it to the left tricep and thread it through for fallen triangle. Maybe that right leg lifts high if you'd like. Up to you, left arm reaches. Look for your arm to make like a T shape here. Open through the chest. The only reason is so that you can find that chest opening. Breathe in. Now take the left palm down, squeeze the right knee into your chest, place the foot between the hands. On your inhale, lift all the way up and open all the way to reverse. So stretch the right fingertips back, yes. Sink down through the front thigh and bring fingertips back down to frame the front foot. So low lunge, left fingertips stay down, right arm reaches high. Grounded twist. So really lift through that back leg and scissor the legs together. Breathe in, breathe out. One more inhale to open. Exhale, we're moving into half moon. So I'm switching sides so you can see this different angle. Bring the right fingertips down in front of you. Lift that left leg up and peel the chest open. So left arm reaches towards the sky. Flex through that back foot. Maybe your right fingertips come up off the mat. And your chest opens up, just like it did in Fallen Triangle. Press the floor away. See if you can really press into the right big toe. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. Exhale, standing splits. Left fingertips come down, left leg comes towards the sky. Bring the head and neck around. We're here for a few moments, so maybe you like to balance, taking your right hand around your right ankle or left. Maybe you like to handstand, pressing into the feet, pressing into the hands and feet. Very confusing this morning, apparently. Let the head go. Breathe in, breathe out. Left foot meets right front of the mat, so both feet land. That always feels super good to me. Let the head go, bring it down, and lift up, chair pose. So coming back into chair pose. Hands come to heart center, hinge forward, twist. So your left forearm is outside of your right thigh. So left forearm, right thigh. See if you can draw the seat down just a little bit more open through the chest. And put weight into the right foot. Start lifting that left foot in towards your seat. And maybe extend it just a little bit. It's still bent. And press into the right foot as you lift the left leg. Draw it back down. Two more, lift. Squeeze, last one, lift. Squeeze, right, left foot meets right, front of the mat. Open the arms, breathe in. Breathe out, come back to center. Exhale, forward, fold back down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, move through your flow. Meet back in downward facing dog however you'd like. So maybe it's stepping to plank, lifting hips to the sky. Maybe it's adding that chaturanga, or your downward facing. Once you're there, left leg goes long, left knee squeezes. So shoulders come over the wrist, press into the palms, and draw it to the right tricep. So twist for a moment, then thread it through. So left leg comes through, maybe it's lifted like this, maybe it's on the mat. Draw the chest open, breathe in, breathe out. One more inhale. Exhale, right palm comes down, squeeze the left knee into the chest, come onto the ball of the right foot, and draw the left foot through. So you're in a low lunge. Big inhale to bring you all the way back. Reach with your left fingertips, press into both feet, sink down. Exhale to come back down. Low lunge, framing the front foot. Right fingertips come down, left arm reaches high, grounded twist, breathe in. Twist from the belly button, draw the left shoulder back, breathe out. Half moon, so left hand comes down towards the mat. Bring the chest open, so take that right arm as if you can peel the shoulders, the heart, the torso, and while you're doing that, kick the right foot back. You can get light on your left fingertips if you're able to. See if you can draw the chest up. Come out of that left hip crease. One more inhale. Exhale, standing splits. So right fingertips come down. Head acts like it's in a forward fold. So chin towards your chest. Use the inner right thigh to lift that right leg. You can stay here, you can balance. You can press the palms down, move into some handstand hops. Breathe in. Whatever serves you, breathe out. One more inhale. Exhale, right foot meets left. Both feet are on the mat. Yes, forward fold. Stay here as long as you'd like. When you're ready, chair pose. So sink the seat down. Lift the arms up. Bring your hands to heart center, hinge forward. Twist. This time it's your right forearm outside of your left thigh. Press into palms and start pressing into your left foot. Draw the right foot in towards your seat and extend it back just a little bit so the knees aren't connected anymore. And start kicking, if I can get there, that right foot towards the sky. Just a little bit. It's just a little movement. It's like a tiny kick. Lift up and down. And it's the slow one. Lift up and down. As you're ready, right foot meets left. Come back into that twist. Maybe open the arms if you'd like. And forward fold. Reorient the torso so it's right over the legs. Let the head go. Stay here for as long as you want to. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, move through your vinyasa. So plank to chaturanga. Maybe you're adding something. Maybe you're heading straight back to down dog. Whatever it takes for you to reset to come back in. Once you're there, we're doing that same thing just a little quicker. So set up, come back into your downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Next inhale, right leg goes long. Right knee squeezes in towards the chest. Press the floor away, lift. Draw it to your left tricep, thread it through. Left arm reaches high, breathe in. Breathe out, left palm comes down, squeeze the right knee in, foot between the hands and we'll lunge. Big inhale to reverse, reach back. Exhale, low lunge again. Left fingertips stay down, reach the right arm high, ground and twist. Inhale. Your exhale to half moon, right fingertips come down, lift that left leg high, open through the chest. One inhale, exhale, standing splits. Head comes down, not here as long this time. Left foot meets right, front of the mat. Chair pose, arms reach high. Bring hands to heart center. Lean forward, take your left forearm outside of your right thigh. And start taking that left foot in towards your seat. Unconnect the knees for a moment, or disconnect, whatever it is, and start reaching that right foot towards the ceiling. Stay low through that right hip if you can. Two more, lift and lower. Last one, lift, lower, let the knees squeeze in again. Left foot meets right, open the arms, twisted chair. Come back to center, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant through the palms, step or float back through your flow. Meeting and downward facing dog. Once you're there, right away, left leg reaches high, left knee squeezes into your chest and draw it to the right tricep and thread it through. Right arm lifts, breathe in, breathe out. Right palm comes down, squeeze, and then place the foot. Big inhale, open all the way up on the inhale. Woo, exhale, come back down. Right fingertips stay down. Left arm reaches high. One breath in. Breath out to half moon. So left fingertips come down. Let me flip again. Left fingertips come down. Right arm reaches. Open through the chest. Maybe lift that left fingertip off the mat. And standing splits. Let the head drop down. Lift the right leg high. Then right foot meets left, front of the mat. Inhale to chair pose. Bring your hands to heart center. Hinge forward, twist right forearm outside of your left thigh. Left palm on top of right. Press into the left foot. Squeeze the right foot in towards your seat and lift it up. And kick towards the sky just a couple times. One more kick. Then bring your right foot to meet left. Open the arms if you'd like. Twisted chair. Come back to center, forward fold. Let the head go. Inhale to lift up halfway. Exhale to plant through the palms. Head back to downward facing dog, however you'd like. Taking your breath with you. Breathing in. Releasing into your down dog. Exhale. Right away from your down dog, either take 5 little hops, so kicking your feet towards your seat, little handstand hops, or rolling forward to plank, either chaturanga or hips to the sky. So just a couple of those. So either lifting, feet reach, or option, roll forward, press down, lift up. So 5 of those. You can always hold down dog for 5 breaths. However you want to work your energy right now. If you're taking those hops, bend through the knees, maybe the shoulders come right over the wrist, kick the seat. It can also be little hops, bringing the feet an inch or 2 off the mat. A couple more. When you've gotten through your 5, either holding 5 breaths or doing that plank chaturanga series, meet back front of the mat in a chair pose. So maybe you take another hop, or maybe you just want to step. Once you're there, bring your seat down, lift the arms high, chair pose. Draw your tail down just a little bit more. Bring your hands to heart center. Hinge forward, twist just like we were doing. Left forearm outside of right thigh. Right palm presses on top of left. Open the arms. So draw the chest open. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Come back down. Unroll the spine. Come all the way to standing. Reach the arms high. Let the palms connect. Cactus the arms. Open the chest. Inhale, palms touch. Come back to that chair pose. And now come down to a little toe stand. So you're on your toes. Your knees are together. Your heels are pressing together. Maybe you need your hands on the mat. Maybe hands to heart center. From here, take your knees, pivot them to the left. So knees pivot to the left. Your torso faces forward. So you can stay right here in this twisted toe stand. Plenty of work. If that toe stand doesn't feel good, you can take a chair and twist. Either. If you're in this toe stand, feeling pretty good in it, see if you can move into side crow. So bring your palms towards the mat. Your left forearm is on the right thigh. Your right palm can be a little bit ahead of your left, or it can be in your hip. And lean forward. Take the chest forward. See if you can lift the toes off the mat. You can also have, again, that right arm can be somewhat loose, just supporting on its own, not using the hip. Up to you. Again, you can always be in this twisted little toe stand. You can take a deeper twist by pressing the palms or opening the arms. As you're ready, we'll meet back in a forward fold. Let the head go. Inhale, come all the way to standing. Let the palms touch. Exhale, cactus the arms and the chest. Inhale, come back to chair. Other side. So starting with a twist, so bring hands to heart center. You're here in your chair, bring your seat down. Bring your right forearm this time outside of your left thigh. So see if you can keep the knees in line. Your toes are light. So notice if your toes are gripping, see if you can just loosen the toes. Most of the weight is in the middle or the back part of the foot. Left palm on top of right, revolve the chest open. Maybe open through the arms. See if you can draw the seat down just a little bit more. Breathe in. So look for that open chest, just like we do in half moon. Breathe out. One more inhale. Come back to center. Lift all the way up to standing. Cactus and open chest. Inhale, lift up. Come back down, chair pose. So facing forward. And find your way into that toe stand. So you're on your toes, your knees are together. And lift tall. You can have your hands on the mat or heart center. This time, take knees to the right. And we're moving either into side crow, or maybe you're holding this twist in toe stand, or you're in a chair. You're taking side crow, right forearm hooks onto the left thigh. Bring the palms down. Lean forward with the chest. Lean, lean, lean. And maybe lift the feet up. Draw the heart forward, breathe in. Breathe out. Whenever you're ready, we'll meet forward fold, front of the mat, let the head go. Unroll the spine, come all the way to standing, let the palms touch. Exhale to cactus, open the heart. Inhale, palms connect. Exhale, fold back down, head back to down dog. Your vinyasa, so adding anything you'd like. Maybe you're taking that chaturanga, maybe you're skipping it. Once you're there, breathe in, breathe out. Next, inhale. Right leg goes long, right knee squeezes back in. Same thing we did earlier, where you just tap the knee down, arms are straight, lift back up. 2 more, tap and lift. Last one, tap, lift up. Bring your right foot between the hands. Inhale, lift up high. High crescent lunge, twist, right arm reaches back. So you're twisting over that right leg. You can stay here or revolve half moon. So for revolved half moon, take your hand to your low back, bring the left fingertips down, hip points face down, start lifting that left leg up and twist the chest open. Lift that left leg with your inner thigh, and maybe that right arm reaches, or you can stay right here at your low back, press into the right hamstring, breathe in, breathe out. Now squeeze that left knee in like it's tapping your knee, just like you did in that chair pose earlier, and lift all the way up. Yes. Standing here, you can take your peace fingers around your big toes, or you can work with the knee bent. Right hand can be on your hip or out wide. Extend the leg forward. Stay here or open the hip. One more inhale. Exhale, bring it back in. Find a standing figure four. So left ankle hooks on top of the right thigh. Bring the seat down. Hands come to heart center. Chest is high. You can stay upright, or you can drape down. Bring your fingertips to the mat. You can take an arm balance if you'd like, where you wrap that right foot around your right arm. Press through the palms, lean forward. Maybe that right foot lifts. Maybe it doesn't. You can stay here in a fold. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift all the way back. Take the hook on the foot again. Lift up. Extend the foot forward just for a moment and see if you can let the foot go. So see if you can let it float into space. Reach the arms high. Left foot meets right. Both feet on the mat. Feels nice. Lift up tall. Reach back. Little back bend. Forward fold. Come back down. Inhale. Lift up halfway. Exhale. Clamp through the palms. Come back through your flow. Meeting back downward facing dog. Once you're there, right away, other side. Left leg lengthens. Left knee squeezes into nose. Bring it down towards the mat. And lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Biggest lift yet. Squeeze it in like it's suctioning into the body. Left foot between the hands. Right fingertips are on the mat, so are on the left. So little lunge. Inhale, lift up. And twist over the left leg. Open through the arms. And find revolved half moon or stay here. You're finding revolved half moon. Right fingertips come down. I take my left hand to my low back. Reach the right leg up. And revolve the twist open. Both hip points are level. Either point or flex that back foot. Inner thigh lifts. Deep breath in. Maybe the left arm lifts. Deep breath out. From here, press into the left foot. Squeeze that right knee into the chest. Come all the way to standing. So standing leg raise. Stack the shoulders over the hips. So here you are lifted. Take your right peace fingers around your right foot, or keep the leg bent, or maybe you like taking the outside part of the foot. Extend the right leg forward. Lift tall through the chest. And open the leg if you'd like. Up to you. If you're opening, right leg comes out to the side. You can always take the leg bent. Expand through the chest. Bring the right foot back to center. Unhook the foot with your hand if you have it. Standing figure four. Hip points face forward. Sink the seat down. Arms reach high. Or you can fold down. So getting into that outer hip. You can be in that fold. You can take a flying pigeon or work towards it. So planting the palms, left foot hooks around the left arm. Right foot hooks around the left arm. Although that would be cool if your left foot did. And let's see if you can lift your left toes, maybe extend them back. One more breath wherever you are. If you're on your hands, take your time. As you're ready, lift up, stay balanced on that leg if you can. Take your peace fingers around your big toes. Leg is bent. It can stay bent or straighten. And now let the hand and foot go. So let the strength of that right leg, just keep that leg lifted. Maybe that hip flexor lifts that left leg a little, right leg a little higher. Breathe in, breathe out. Right foot comes down, lift tall, open through the chest. Inhale, palms connect. Exhale, come back down, forward fold. Breathe in, lift up halfway. Breathe out, make your way back to down dog. Adding whatever in that you'd like. Taking in, taking out anything that isn't doing it for you. Once you're there, breathe in, breathe out. Next, inhale, come back forward, plank pose, side plank. So left palm is your base, lift the right arm high, and lift that right foot. Ooh, I'm eating my own hair. Off your left. Hold here, maybe you hook the foot with your right hand and open, or just keep it lifted, or take a kickstand, doesn't matter, whatever feels good. And we're meeting in dancer's table, so right foot comes behind left, rotate the chest towards the sky, reach towards the front of the room, breathe in, breathe out. Right foot comes back, right hand comes back down, extend the right foot long, chaturanga. Inhale the chest through. Exhale, hips to the side. Other side. Come forward to plank pose. Which side did we do just then? I think we did the left arm. Whichever arm you didn't do that now. I think for me it's the right. Left arm reaches high. So your variation of side plank. So either here legs are stacked or kickstand, left foot in front of right leg. Lift the right hip up, open. Or lift that left leg off the mat, off the foot. Maybe you hook the feet and the hand. Your thing. Breathe in. Breathe out. Press into the floor so you're coming out of the right shoulder. And find dancer's table. Left foot comes behind right. Open through the chest. Reach the left fingertips. And return back to your plank. See if you can keep that left leg lifted. On your exhale, lower. Inhale, draw the chest through. Exhale, hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Next inhale, we're gonna come back to the front of the mat. So if you wanna take a few hops, you can. If you wanna add some of those little planks to try to round the push-ups, you can. Or if you're ready, just step or jump forward. Doesn't matter. Once you're there, lift up halfway. Forward fold. Head comes back down. Take hands, interlace them behind your back. Reach the bind towards the ceiling. Shake the head yes, shake it no. You can widen your feet to make this more comfortable. You can sway side to side. If the bind doesn't feel good, just let it be loose. Just being in this forward fold, releasing into it. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Right foot stays forward. Left foot steps all the way back. Come back to warrior two. So I don't even think we've been in warrior two today. What a weird day. It took us this long to get here. Sometimes it just takes a long time to get places. So root through both feet. Arms are long. Hips are sinking down. Really press into the right foot. That right thigh reaches open. And begin to straighten the front leg. We're coming in a triangle, so some people have to bring their feet in a little bit closer. So if that's you, do so. I usually do. Reach, reach, reach forward with your right hand. Right fingertips come back down towards the mat. Maybe your chest is lifted a little bit higher. So if you notice your left shoulder coming down, come out of the right arm just a little bit. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. Exhale. Start sliding your right hand up the mat. Parallel the feet. Let the palms touch overhead. Wide-legged forward fold. Head comes down. So draw your head down towards the mat. Press into the outer parts of your feet. Maybe even take your feet with your hands. If you need to bend through your legs a little bit, that can feel good. You can stay here. You can invert. So we're here for a few moments. So if you like to invert, take your time, taking a headstand. Sometimes it can be fun to play with handstand from this angle. So if you happen to be working on some kind of press variation, you can do that. Or you can even work on some little straddle hops. So you press through the hands, bend through the legs, and see if you can just lift. Your feet don't have to lift that high. So when we say handstand, it doesn't even mean that your feet are lifting over. It just means you're shifting the weight. So think of the shoulders stacking over the wrists. Maybe they get a little bit higher. It can feel a little precarious. You might want to practice that by the wall. And of course, sometimes it just feels like that's too complicated. Why did that forward fold feel so good? So if so, be there. One more inhale. Hands to your hips, lift all the way up to standing. Take your left toes. We're coming to warrior two, facing the other direction. So bend through your left leg. Arms are nice and wide. So strong through the arms, look over the left fingertips. So press into the left foot while you're pressing into the right. Breathe in. And moving into triangle, so start straightening that front leg. Reach, reach, reach forward. I have to toe heel my back foot in just a little bit. Reach until you can't reach anymore. And bring the left fingertips down. Right arm reaches high. Root through both feet. Inhale. Exhale. One more deep breath in. Deep breath out. Start sliding your hand up the leg. Parallel the feet. Let the palms touch. Another forward fold here, so press down to both feet, draw the head down. You can walk the hands forward for this variation to open the chest just a little bit. It's like a wide-legged down dog. You can take another inversion. You can work on those straddle hops. Whatever you're in the mood for. Taking your time. There's no hurry at all. Whenever you're ready, walk your hands back in under your body. Bring your hands to your hips nice and slow. Lift the chest all the way up. Pivot back to the front of the room. Here you are standing. Reach back, open the chest. Exhale, come back forward. Inhale, lift up. Exhale your flow, so move through your flow however you'd like, stepping or jumping or adding, downward facing. Once you're there, we're coming back forward again. So we'll bend through the knees, lift up, jump forward, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fingertips come down to the mat, low lunge. Right leg reaches back and start toe heeling the right foot wide on the mat. Hands to the inside of the right foot for lizard. So your version of lizard. So you can stay right here, fingertips on the mat, lifting the chest. Sometimes it feels good to even move them forward. So you're getting into every limb. Maybe you like coming to the forearms. Maybe you want that left knee down. Maybe you want to open the thigh. So explore. Whatever you're craving. Just let yourself be there in that shape. There's no hurry at all. Whenever you're ready, take your right foot in towards center. So you're back in a lunge, my back knee is down. If it's not down already, go ahead and take your back knee down. Bring the top of your left foot to the mat. So if your toes were tucked under, bring the top of the left foot down and make your way into half splits. So bring the hips back. If you like full splits, here you are, you're in position for that. Reach the chest forward. And if you're in half splits, just take your right toes to the right. Come through center, nice and gentle, so mindful of the knee. So not forcing it, just gently moving it. And then come back to center. Take your left hand so you're twisting over your right leg. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come back to center. Bend through the front leg. Meet in a forward fold in front of them. Inhale, lift up halfway. Lizard on the other side. So left foot's forward, right foot steps back. Toe heel the left foot wide. So hands on the inside of your left foot. And again, your variation. So I'm on my palms. Maybe you enjoy coming down to the forearms. I have my back leg lifted because that feels good right now for me, but maybe you want to take a load off and bring that back knee down. Sometimes doing that allows you to get into that front hip just a little bit more for some people. So notice what it is that your body is requesting, what kind of pinches and little feelings you're having. If so, see if you can loosen. Trying not to force it. One more full round of breath wherever you are. Of course, you can stay longer if it's feeling really good or feeling like you need it. We'll meet in half splits. So left foot comes towards the middle of the mat. Come up onto the fingertips. Reach the hips back. So you're on your left heel, left toes towards the ceiling. Of course, if you want that full split variation, it's here for you. Rotate the toes towards the left, just really gently. Come through center and towards the right. So again, super mindful of the knee. Come through center, you can stay here or twist. So you'll bring your right fingertips outside of the left leg. And then come back to center and just be in your half splits. Yes. Breathe in. Breathe out. As you're ready, left foot flattens, reach the fingertips forward, take a step forward, forward fold. Undo the spine, all the way to standing, little back bend. Come back down, forward fold. Again, surrender. We're heading back to downward dog, your last vinyasa of this class. Of course, it's your home practice. vinyasa. You can stay and do as many vinyasas as you'd like, or not at all. But last vinyasa of this little time together we have, so take what you want from it. Maybe it's that full vinyasa lowering, maybe it's adding a handstand or an extra chaturanga. Once you're back in your downward facing dog, just take a moment to observe yourself. Notice how your body is feeling. Notice any shifts, any sensations. Just take a second to pay attention. When you're ready, we'll come forward all the way to a seat so you can step, you can jump through, if that's your thing. Once you're down on your seat, come all the way down to your back, one vertebrae at a time. Squeeze the knee into your chest. Make yourself in a little ball, rock right and rock left. And we'll take a figure four, so right ankle on top of left thigh. So just like we did standing, but this one is usually a little more relaxing because you're on your back. Bring hands in between, so right arm comes in between your right thigh, and press your set of legs towards your chest. You can use your right forearm to press against your right thigh. Breathe in and out. As you're ready, switch sides. So left ankle on top of right thigh, interlace hands behind your right thigh, squeeze a set of legs into your chest. Full breath in, full breath out. Undo the legs, bring your feet to the mat. So I'm not offering any supine twisting. We did a lot of standing twisting, but if you're craving that, sometimes when you're on your back, it seems really natural to do that. So if you're craving that, add it in, of course. Press your feet into the mat, lift the hips to the sky for bridge pose. If you have a little prop that you want to add, like a pillow or a block to make this really juicy and restorative, feel free, or maybe you want that whole wheel. It's for you. So any of those things work, or maybe none of it. Once you're ready, roll down one vertebrae at a time. And bring your knees in towards your chest, feet towards the ceiling, legs are wide, happy baby. So any closing posture here. So I think I do happy baby, I don't know, 100% of my yoga practices. It's in every single practice I do, but it doesn't, of course, feel good for every person. So if there is a different posture that allows you to ground, that feels just really good in the body, that feels almost like you're treating yourself, get into that shape now. When you're ready, if you're ready, come into your resting pose. So traditionally, that's corpse pose, laying on your back, arms out to the side. If you are in the mood for a seated meditation or a child's pose, or maybe you are not ready to rest, maybe you want to keep moving. You do you. If you're ready to rest, find that space, set it up like you would any other shape. Notice if there is tension you're hanging on to in the face, in the jaw, just let it go. Let the shoulders creep away from the ears. Any part of the body that's on the mat, just let it sink. Let your breath return to its natural rhythm. All the work is done. Shavasana. So take your time in whichever resting shape you're in. I am going to sign off just so that you can be here for as long as you want to be here, of course. It was good to practice with all of you. I love it. Please stay wherever you are for as long as you'd like to be, as long as you can be. Namaste. See you next time.